Hey, you want to
This is
get
just
weird
one
and
big
political
gaslight.
again and be really stupid? I've got a new story for you.
Hey,
Jennifer Lawrence and Emma Stone are producing the new Miss Piggy,
Oh my god.
and it's going to be a feminist icon talking about cancel culture.
Oh gosh.
Let's read. It looks like Miss Piggy is about to join the ranks of Hollywood's reimagined icons. The upcoming Miss Piggy movie, produced by Jennifer Lawrence and Emma Stone for Disney, isn't a comeback for the Muppets. It's a full-blown feminist satire inspired by cancel culture. Yes, really. During a recent interview, Lawrence revealed that the film's concept was born during the lockdown conversations about cancel culture. The idea wouldn't it be funny if Miss Piggy got canceled?
does she?
I hope this movie gets canceled. Look, I'm a Muppets fan, and I do not want to see this.
She's a feminist icon, Jason.
Well, I want to know, and I'll know if I
She
want
was
to watch.
played by
because if
Frank
it's something
Oz, who
funny-
did Yoda.
She's a feminist icon, Jason.
Played by a dude.
Cancel culture is toxic. What is it fun to be preached to by a bunch of millionaire celebrities about cancel culture and
Yes,
people
that's why I
criticizing
watch
them?
movies and consume media.
How dare you criticize me and my pile of money? You know, Jennifer Lawrence had her comment recently about how she wants to shut up about the Trump stuff because it's just making things worse for Hollywood and it's damaging the. And then it's like, yeah, then come out with this movie.
Yeah. Make something funny. Make something good.
Well, and the problem is
Don't
now
think you can do
making
it.
a political Muppets movie is going to attach it to the culture war and it's going to damage the Muppets brand.
even more.
Silver, you're really into Piggy? To Miss Piggy?
No.
Looking
know
forward
she's
to
your
the
idol.
feminist icon, Miss Piggy?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
As a woman, what
no,
is
she's
your...
really into Piggy.
See, I feel like we're suppressing Silver's voice and not being able to express her feminist viewpoints.
Well,
Oh, you
isn't
are,
that
but
what
we
we're
won't
supposed
talk
to do?
Make me a
it was in our
sandwich.
contract.
I asked you before what kind. You just said a sandwich.
Surprise me, and then I could get upset and just give you one of those, the big old fist to the side of the head, because men are
I
violent.
don't have any lunch meat.
Oh.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter jelly is not appealing. We'll
Oh.
readdress this when you have better materials.
I'm broke.
Ross, something weird happened with Ubisoft.
Oh, it did. I'm sure a healthy and not scary thing for the company.
So, in a shocking
money?
turn of events, Ubisoft halted their shares. Now, if you don't know anything about stock market, when a company halts their shares, is usually pending news, and they halt the shares in order to prevent volatility with the stock.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So they come out with the news and they halt the shares, and so they let it sit for a minute so that the stock doesn't just go nuts up and down, trying to figure out how it feels about the news. So they halted the shares, making everybody really concerned as to what's happening with the Disney's Disney stock.
You mean Ubisoft?
Ubisoft stock, and it stayed halted for over a day. It went over the weekend. It's still halted.
Oh.
And everybody was like, why? What kind of news would require halting it for more than one day? Well, apparently the reason is that they have delayed their earnings report, which makes me think you don't halt a stock like this if your earnings report's really good.
Oh,
Right.
I mean, I would just to fuck with them. You know, why not?
Why not? So now we're in a position where it's like, whatever earnings report we're going to get, it's going to shock the internet. Because the earnings report was delayed, they felt they had to halt the stock to prevent people freaking out about what might be in that earnings report. That's essentially what happened.
Wow.
I'm thinking this Tencent deal maybe is still not helping in the
No.
end. Maybe it's damaged beyond repair.
Yeah, Ubisoft's reputation seems to be damaged beyond repair.
Uh-oh.
In other Ubisoft news, no, not this one. Apparently, shareholders are going after the CEO of Cracker Barrel because of how bad things went. So a bunch of drama happened where somebody made a comment that it looks like Ubisoft canceled a Splinter Cell game, and the belief was it turned into X Defiant, the
that failed shooter.
Yeah, the always online shooter because they were desperate for one.
Uh-huh.
What do you call those type of shooters? It's like I'm describing it inaccurately.
You talking live service?
Yeah, live service shooter. So Mark Rubin, who's at Ubisoft, came out to clarify that that's not true, that they didn't cancel Splinter Cell for X Defiant. He said they took people off of Splinter Cell and moved them to X Defiant. So X Defiant didn't become Splinter Cell, they just took them away from Splinter Cell to boost up X Defiant, and then just Splinter Cell died. I don't know why that clarification seems to be really important. But yes, there's no Splinter Cell coming that we can be aware of. And
because you took assets away from Splinter Cell.
Yeah, and they took the team off of Splinter Cell to make sure X Defiant worked. Oh, by the way, X Defiant was a massive failure.
Yeah, didn't it close in like a year?
Yeah. And they lost a lot of money on it too, as I recall.
Yeah.
Which makes me think, let's see, X Defiant cost. To make
Splinter Cell show on Netflix recently?
Yeah, $80 million.
80 million. Ooh, I mean, that's not the worst we've heard, but that is big bucks, boy, for a game that didn't do what for only lasted a year.
According to some articles, they really thought that they were desperate to get a live service shooter out because they thought they were going to be able to bank on that trend. All right.
Turns out you're wrong, pal.
Hey, everybody, did you think we were done with Ubisoft conversations? We were not.
No.
The new Anno game came out, which is like a history builder sort of thing. Well, it seems that they found art in the game that was AI generated, and Ubisoft said that it slipped through the cracks.
We didn't notice the seven-fingered Caesar.
But Anno 117 Pax Romana has been released. And yeah, they took a bunch of criticism because they found some AI art. This clearly looks like an imperfect early AI art image.
Yeah.
They're so much better now, you could get away with pretending you drew stuff. But back then, no. And it's so easy to replace. The game just came out. Just go on and generate new image and then patch it in there.
No,
but
we're just gonna not.
It's background art for loading screens.
Yeah. And they because you know how Bungie plays issues. How would
you're cutting out and being robotic. What was that?
Robo-Ross.
Robo-Ross. Oh, Ross is having problems.
Robo-Ross.
He's entered the Robo dimension. Are you back?
Nope.
No? All right. What's that, Jason?
I think that people just kind of need to accept that AI is going to be replacing stuff, and they just need to live with it.
Yeah, it's naive to think that AI is going to go away. It's pretty stupid.
Yeah.
AI is here. Now, you might not like it, and you might prefer handmade human content, which is fine. But because we had a comment on one of our shorts where it was like, well, why don't you pay pay somebody to make your thumbnails. And it's like, well, have you seen how big this channel is? You think I have the money to pay an artist to make stuff?
Listen here, money bags.
to make stuff for the channel. It's like, well, that, and to be like, boo AI, go away. And it's like, dude, AI is not going away.
Yeah, no.
As soon as we start raking in the bucks.
Yes, if this becomes a place where we bring in billions of dollars, I will hire so many artists to generate images for us on AI.
We won't use.
Hey, what do you mean? I hired an artist, though. Damn it.
You know they're just cheesing it anyway to make it easier to do their art.
Yeah, let's be real.
Hire a professional, and we won't let him use his own tools. We'll sit him down at a computer and say, you have to use ChatGPT or Dolly or something like that. Was it no, you can't do, you have to do AI art. I know you can do it, but you can't do your own stuff. We won't.
Well, that's what I would do hilariously, hire an artist to generate AI art. But not just that, but a lot of artists currently have been slipping through stuff, claiming it's theirs when it's not. Just AI generating things. And you could see it. You know they're doing it. And AI art has gotten so good that it's almost impossible to tell now. This is not the day when the eyes looked weird and they had 6 fingers. We've grown. It's perfect.
His hair was perfect.
We have an article about Supergirl. Apparently, the writer Anna Noguera does not understand the character's sunny, optimistic past.
No.
Apparently, we are looking forward to Supergirl, and she's going to have a story that is a deconstructionist and cynical, because that's the only thing they know how to make.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, the page has gone
that's
insane.
How they are in real life.
Well, how they are as people. That, and they don't understand the characters, and they don't even read the content, and it's just, without going too much into it, this movie's going to suck.
Yep.
What?
Absolute trash.
Stop news. All right. Oh, Supergirl. So another thing that was a contender for the top topic this week, but is worth bringing up. We kind of talked about it last week and the week before, but yeah, it seems to be that the Asia is moving away from the West. Square Enix layoffs now reach 180 Western staff and oversee structural reform after extraordinary loss. The Western chief publishing officer also resigned amid all of the layoffs, and this mostly is California, but also includes people in Canada. As the Japanese developer Square seems to just be throwing out Western attached people. On top of that, you are also seeing...
They can't rely on them to make anything decent.
No, they insert politics into it. And to allude to articles we've talked about in the past, this podcast, if you kept up with us, is there have been massive discussions in anime about how they've been very unhappy with the translation studios that translate their content because they insert their politics into the translations, which have been exhaustively detailed on the many examples of them inserting political commentary into translations and dubbing for anime, making commentary about the misogyny and male-dominated societies when that comment was never in the anime, or changing genders of characters in the show. And anime producers have gotten so fed up with the insertion of Western politics into their stuff that they've now moved away from using translating studios and started using AI. Because screw the West and their politics, because they're sick of being preached to by Western companies and employees. And it's been damaging their stuff. I mean, Concord was the perfect example. That is a damaged brand that Sony owns. And it was ruined by Western politics. Ruined.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you might go, what do you mean ruined? And it's like it was inundated with politics, and the public perception became this is a very woke game. Whether or not that's true, That was the perception. And if that's the perception, and that perception was enough to destroy a game, then that should tell you that audiences are not positively receiving that sort of political messaging, whether or not you agree with it. That the audience and the consumer is not receiving that political message very well. And the only thing that matters is whether or not you can make money off of the game. And so implying that, how dare you, you're anti-woke, all the audiences aren't buying this. Nobody wants to purchase this content. Concord was a massive disaster of biblical proportions.
People didn't want it.
Because it's preachy and it talks down to you. No one wants to be inundated with politics. Gaming is an escapist form of entertainment. You go there so you don't have to get exposed to politics that's in your face 24/7. Guess what? I pay a lot of attention to politics. I like to be informed. When I play my video games, I kind of want to stop being involved with politics. When I do this podcast, I don't want to do politics.
Yeah. Entertainment by its very nature is escapist. It's a way for you to move away from the stresses in life and to relax. And when somebody is saying, no, you must look at this, you have to look at this, it's a huge turnoff. All the audience goes away to find something that isn't doing that. And these studios are losing market share. They're losing consumers. They're just, we see time and time again that studios that do this go out of business.
Well, and we are in danger of having the conversation we've had 20 times before. But let me reiterate, you are more than welcome to make a politically focused game or show or movie or whatever. You're more than welcome to do that. But you need to accept the fact that when you become political, that cuts off part of your consumer base who aren't receptive to that message. And I don't think they seem to think in those terms, like basic economic terms, where it's like, I have so many consumers and I'm trying to get as big a pool of people to buy my game as possible. You insert politics, you start to cut that pool usually in half. But if it's very political, sometimes only 20% of people are really receptive of the political messaging. And the only thing they seem to think of, because a lot of these people have been trained in the current academia, and they think is their personal responsibility to insert their political agenda to spread the messaging to change the culture. That's deliberately what they are trying to do. And when you do that, you damage the reputation of your company and you cut your audience in half immediately. And there we get negative reactions to things. And believe it or not, video games are by and large male dominated, and men tend to be more right wing. So not only are you not just cutting your audience in half, it's probably a bigger portion of people who are receiving your political pandering poorly. I don't care what your politics are, doing this damages your company. And in terms of Asia, they are observing what's going on and they're seeing the bottom line and they're realizing Western employees, Western companies are dragging them in their own political direction towards Western politics, which are not great right now, and they don't like it. Japan is not being very receptive to Western politics right now. They don't like it. It's damaging their bottom line. Their companies go left and everybody hates it. And Sony realizes this. They know it's a bad idea. That's why Square is firing people that work in California, because those employees are more damaging to your company than anybody could be, because they make demands, they make problems, they talk to HR and complain all the time. They demand that things shift politically in the direction they want it to go, because they're all raised as activists. This is not shocking. I don't know why everybody's so confused that that movies have gotten worse and video games have gotten worse. It's like, we all know why they've gotten worse. Look around you.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the political environment we exist in. Look out your damn window. You know what's happening. It's deliberately a culture war. They are deliberately fighting a war over who controls the narrative and the culture. And I am so tired of the direction things are going. And it looks like Japan is not being very receptive.